Hello, Rogues! Welcome to Mystery Mischief Monday in the Rogues Gallery. Uh, it is our new, old, new, later time. When I started streaming on Mondays, it was at 6 p.m., and then we shifted back to, 5 p.m., because Amy was doing an amazing stream on Monday nights talking about WandaVision and then Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I wanted to be able to watch that myself and also let all of you watch that if you were so interested. But that has ended now, and so now I've shifted back to a later time. I will be streaming 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. on Mondays, as my schedule that I put out shows, and at the end of the stream, we will raid on over to Q Times. For regularly Clear Skies, and then once a month for Blood of the Void. So that is the plan. Hi, Hannah. Welcome. I'm hoping that you're home from work. So tonight, the plan tonight is to finish Myst. We're really close to the end of it, so we should be able to finish it, and then once that is done, since today is April 26th, or 426, and LV426 was the planet in the original Alien movie, that means today is Alien Day, and I have a game that I will play in honor of Alien Day that I have never played before, but I love Alien, and I love the whole franchise, and so I think today would be an appropriate day to play that. But if we do finish Myst, we will play that, and we will still spin the wheel for what comes after Myst. So that is something to look forward to later in the stream. But yeah, that's the plan for today. I've been a little down. I got my second COVID shot a week ago tomorrow, and I'm feeling much better. Sinus infection has completely cleared out, but I've had really bad brain the past few days. I've just been struggling a little bit with my persistent depression issues and my anxiety issues and stuff like that. And I think it's important to acknowledge that when it happens. But streaming is actually one thing that helps me with it, so I'm happy to be on here and be able to do this. Hopefully you all are hearing things okay. Please do let me know if there are audio issues. Please let me know if something is wrong with the video. I had no idea that most of the time I've been streaming Myst, the picture was stretched and you couldn't see the right-hand side and the bottom of the screen, and nobody let me know that, so I was just doing it forever, and I was really embarrassed when I discovered that last week. So please do let me know if there are issues, because I want to correct them right away and make sure that you get the best experience that I can possibly provide. And I do have thoughts for emote number 4. I have an artist that I plan to commission for it, and I believe Adventures of Tony had suggested that you all would like an emote of me wearing one of the hats. So I will probably be commissioning an emote of me wearing the Cavalier hat. I think that that one is a nice hat, and I think it'll make a really good emote. So it'll probably just be me, my head with the hat and maybe my hand waving or something like that. And I know who I'm gonna commission for it. I just need to actually reach out to them and do that. But I should, that should be coming in the near future. So, look forward to that. I have 4 streams this week. So I have this one tonight. On Wednesday at the regular 2:30 time, I have Archival Adventures, which this week we will be looking at the Hokey Pride records. Hokey Pride is the LGBTQ plus student group on campus at Virginia Tech, and they were kind enough to donate us their records 3 years ago now that they donated them to us. The records go back quite a ways. Most of the stuff is from the 90s, but it's a pretty good collection. So we'll be looking at that on Wednesday. Thursday evening, I have a behind-the-scenes talkback about the Nightfall Cypher System RPG that I ran 2 weeks ago. So I think it was 2 weeks ago. Anyway, in the past, I ran an RPG for a bunch of players, most of whom were from North Carolina State University libraries. And that'll be on the VTUL Studios channel. We'll just be chatting behind the scenes stuff, my inspiration for the game, what the players thought of it, stuff like that. So that should be a good time. And then Saturday, we will continue with Ultima 3 Exodus. And the Saturday stream is at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that should also be a good time. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Myst. Myst. All right. If my mouse wants to, here we go. So we were done with Mechanical Age, done with Channelwood Age, done with Stoneship Age, done with Selenitic Age. Thanks to all of you helping me troubleshoot last Monday, eventually figured out that we had taken the blue page from Mechanical and then decided to help with the red pages. So I had to run back into Mechanical and grab the last red page from there. That allowed us to get the last video. And I did glance at the recording from last week and saw that the game audio was really low. So I'm bumping that up. Let me know if it gets to be too loud. Because I saw that you all couldn't actually hear the video, and since it was not captioned, it really wasn't the greatest experience. So I'm going to play the red video book again. We will listen to what he has to say, and then we have decided that we are going to not get the final page for the red or the blue, and instead we are going to grab the white page and do the green book, which we've been specifically warned against. So that is the plan, and then I believe that will open up for us what was essentially DLC content. It was added, I believe, for realMyst. I'm uncertain when it was added, but there's another age that we get to visit that was not in the original release of the game. So do let me know if you can hear the video or not.
I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Sirius. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Achenar is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Achenar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of of the other ages. It was horrific. This thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Akenar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final journey. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. This library, which is mostly burned but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released, and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. Chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will meet face to face.
Yeah. Definitely don't believe him. In the past, I think I've actually grabbed both the red and the blue pages before going to the final part. I'm not going to do that this time because I don't want to. It doesn't really get anything. It's a very similar video from Akenar that you get. If you've never seen it, it's worth watching, but this is like the 4th or 5th time I've played this game, so I'm not gonna watch that video again. Yeah, 4th or 5th time I've played it, but as you've seen if you've been watching, I certainly don't know the answers to all the puzzles. Okay, we have the white page. Let's go find that green book that we decided is the one that we are going to deal with last week. So it has cleared out the puzzle. Thankfully, in my notes, I still have the solution that we need. Because this game does require note-taking. Last one is there. Ha! Yes, it worked. Yeah, Snorpin Bass. He seems really trustworthy. All right. We have the white page. We have the green book. Watch the video first.
Have you found the missing page? Come. Come on, then.
Well, I guess since we're holding the page, we don't get the original video. That's okay, though. We've given the white page to the green book. And I believe, if I remember correctly, this is where the game ended originally. But there is an additional world, if I remember correctly, in the anniversary release that was added, which now I can go up those stairs and into the darkness. I don't actually remember how to access that final age. I guess we'll find out. Can't go up these stairs. Well, hello. Click on you. Achievement unlocked. Yes!
Ah, my friend. You've returned. And the page. Did you bring the page? Ah. Give it to me. Give me the page. You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make.
Snorpivest, I think I have bought a used car from his sons.
My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
It's the first time we actually get to see what it looks like when somebody goes into a book. Alright, he's no longer stuck in mist. I can't move. Clicking on things. Oh.
It is done. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, but my rating cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is being held hostage.
Wait, what? Your wife is being held hostage? The first we've heard of that.
Oh, reward. I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Mist. The books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope your explorations are satisfying. You will no longer have my sons to deal with.
Is that it? I have to wait and see if he's going to say more.
Oh, and one more favor. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever have imagined. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, you're free to enjoy the exploration from my library on Mist. And thank you again.
Okay, but I have questions. How did I get to Mist? Who am I? Am I just supposed to live out my life on Mist and in your books? What about the rest of the world?
Book. You can use the Mist linking book to return to Mist.
Who's the president? What year? Just chill on my island until I need your help again. Feel free to enjoy the explorations from my library on Mist. Thank you again, Atris. Okay. But who am I? How did I get there? Do I want to live out my life on Mist? I don't know the answer to these questions. Alright, okay, here is a book on the floor. It wasn't there before. The red book is gone. The blue book is gone. There's not really any point in visiting the other ages again. They haven't changed at all. But Rhyme, I have named it. A desolate age with a beauty that is quite different than I had expected or imagined. The intricate feathers of ice that fall from the sky are awe-inspiring. I feel as though I could sit and watch them for hours. And though it is cold here, like I have never experienced before, I find myself enjoying the change of temperature, for it is unlike any other place that I have ever seen. Perhaps the oddest thing is the silence. Although the wind blows on occasion, when it ceases there is a suffocating silence that falls on this place, broken only by the distant cries of unseen creatures. Who won the World Series? Wait, the Dodgers left New York? Oh dear, yes. I have visited 3 times, and am sure now that this age will provide the environment I need. I believe the cold temperature is necessary for obtaining the correct resonance. Examining the structure of the books is ever more perplexing, but I am driven onward by my need to understand. The great tree of possibilities can never be fully grasped, but I must at least try to find one particular branch. On the subject of enlightenment, I would also like to find the cause of the mysterious lights that shine in the darkness here. Though I never assumed that I would be able to build especially fast here, the speed at which I am progressing is somewhat disappointing. I do think I will bring Cirrus and Achenar, as well as some of the machinery from Selenitic. Achenar chose to stay with Catherine, but Cirrus was rather excited to come. He has spent the last few days here with me, helping me with the beginning phases of construction. He too seems to enjoy the ice and cold weather. He is intrigued with the crystals that we have brought with us. He has been a big help, as have others, and I hope to be able to begin my experiments here soon. Tonight, Cirrus and I found a wondrous spot to view the lights, although it seems they decided to hide from us. After sitting in the cold winds for over 2 hours, we saw nothing. It was rather disappointing. Cirrus will return to Myst tomorrow. He has been a tremendous aid to me, and I'm thankful for his willingness to help. The hard part of the construction is over, although I have decided after tonight that I would like to add some kind of observation post. I won't be finished as soon as I had hoped, although I'm fairly certain it will be worth the delay in the long run. I have decided to take a break from the construction now that the tunnel is almost complete, and I have been able to set up a temporary space where the crystals will not be stimulated. I am quite convinced that with the right diffraction resonance, certain properties of the ink can be simulated. Catherine still finds it absurd and thinks I'm crazy to assume I will be able to view ages with stones, but her unusual pessimism has not convinced me to stop trying. I came too close to success on Everdunes. I am fairly certain now that temperature indeed does have an effect on the crystals, but I have realized that temperature alone is not enough. The cold dampens some of the sympathetic harmonics, but a more active suppressor is necessary. I have acquired some geodes with a pure protected crystalline interior. Thin slices of the geodes below each crystal provided a stabilizing effect and even amplified the clean frequency slightly. After quite a bit of experimentation with the shapes and colors, I was able to capture a blurry image within a book. Though the link would never work, there was clearly an age on the other side. I can hardly wait to return and tell Catherine. I feel like I should finish the shaft to my observation post while I have the machinery here, perhaps tomorrow morning. The lights were beautiful again last night. They had not shown themselves for so long I had almost forgotten their beauty. I still must find the cause. I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with what remains to be done. The crystals have not been perfected, the shaft is not finished, nor is the observation post, or even lab. I have not seen Catherine for some time, and I long to spend more time with Achenar and Cirrus. Besides all of that, there are, far away in the back of my mind, the thoughts of my people and our lost city. I dreamt again of them last night. I have only seen the city in its worst condition, and still its beauty overwhelmed me. Even now, as I visualize how majestic it must have been before the destruction caused by Veovius and Agarus, it amazes and saddens me. I am fairly certain that the Danae is not dead as my father believed. I am convinced that there must be some who managed to escape the destruction and even now continue to survive in separate ages. Within me is an urging to take the chance to return to Danae. I'm mispronouncing that, but I don't remember how it's correctly pronounced. To find these survivors and properly rebuild our city. However, I can do nothing until I am certain of the fate of my father. If my plan failed, If I missed a single book when attempting to trap him on Riven, then he has been free all along. If that is true, then all that stands between him and the ages I have now written is the link from Danny to Myst. They pronounced it Danny. As much as I wish to return to Danny without knowing the state of my father, I cannot risk re-establishing that link. I must observe my father without re-establishing that link. It has taken several years, and there have been many dead ends, but I have partially succeeded. Now that I have managed to view another age using the crystals, it is only a matter of time until I view Riven. At least, I hope. Catherine will have her ideas about all of these things, and I miss her greatly. I will return to rhyme later, when my mind has cleared. And now that we've actually done the portion of the game we have the number that was so frustrating last week because we found the portal, but we didn't have the number. And it was because we hadn't done everything we were supposed to do. So now we have the number, and we can actually go through the portal that we already unlocked last week. 2, 7, 3, 5. The frustration of unlocking things in the improper order. Okay. 2, 7, 3, 5. Let's go! Let's go. Not going to actually sing that song, even though most of you would have never heard of it, but I'm sure I would get a copyright strike. It is from a very little known Broadway musical. Trying to remember the name at the 2735. But now I have to look up the name of this musical because I can't remember. Drat the Cat is the musical that song I started to sing was from. There's a studio album with Susan Egan that is very much worth a listen. Okay, what? Turns out the combination to his luggage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I guess we go back outside and there will be something there? I've done this part of the game before too. It doesn't mean I remember it. I don't understand. Where was I? Did it do something in here? It did something in here. Rhyme. Icy temperatures. Electricity. Let's go! Let's go. Alright. So there's currently no electricity arcing between the towers, as was in the image. Another island surrounded by water, as basically all of them have been. Combustion furnace of some sort with flames coming out the top of the smokestack. That's generally not a good feature. Oh. I think those might just be lightning rods to prevent the electricity from arcing down and hitting us. Not certain. Did you all hear that? Sounded like a dinosaur or something. Is that a sea creature? Can we go in the door? We can. Alright. A map that we can't really do anything with. There's a book. It is the Myst book. I don't want to go back to Myst. I want to solve the puzzle of the realMyst. Maybe it was a do you thinkosaurus? I mean, it might be whales, Kira. It might be whales. Because Star Trek IV is the best movie. Time shenanigans and all. Okay, so this furnace doesn't want to light. I imagine that's something that we have to solve. You know, my only memories of this part of the game are getting stuck, not being able to figure it out. So, but that's been my memory of a lot of this game. Okay, we've lit the furnace. Sounds like it's melting something? And this has a sun on it now. I hear water running now. Does that mean this door will open? No. But there's... Huh. Can't do anything with the map. Oh, Kira. Do you think Thinkosaurus Rex? Oh, we're going for the Jurassic Park puns, I see. Not that they're bad. I actually really enjoy Jurassic Park. Getting stuck was a thing. I mean, these games are the ones that taught me about game guides and how to rely on walkthroughs. Although the one game that I think I used walkthroughs for more than any other was Ocarina of Time. And that was because I got to a point where I just could not figure out what the heck I was supposed to do. And this was like freshman year in college, I think, and I printed out an entire walkthrough because I was so frustrated. And I found like the spot, read the instructions, followed them to the letter, and still couldn't do it. And then I, like, searching online, found out many other people got to that point, and it was a glitch. And so my save was glitched, and the only way to get past it was to start again from the very beginning and hope that I didn't have a glitched save. So I never finished Ocarina of Time because there was a game-ending glitch. If you mash your face against a wall long enough, cracks will appear. Organ Mike, welcome in. It is good to see you. And because I forgot to do it Saturday, Kira, would you put a shout out for Organ Mike in the chat? Organ Mike rated me at the end of Saturday's stream when I was playing Ultima. And I completely forgot to do a shout out then. I don't know what I'm supposed to click on. Oh! Apparently I just had to wait long enough for the door to actually unlock. Which, as a mechanic, makes sense. I had to wait for the pipes to thaw, but also probably why I got stuck for a very, very long time in this very easy section of the game. Okay. I guess we want to go up. Had to wait for the spring thaw. I'm missing part of chat here. Yeah, well, we also had Nintendo Power that gave kind of hints and guides to things. There's always that one shop. Oh no, color puzzle. White, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and black. White, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and black. I don't know what color. I don't like... I mean, I've run into doors before. I generally, will try to avoid, revolving doors because I'm very afraid of getting stuck in them. Most of what's on this desk is not clickable. Also, I'm just going to comment again how lovely it is to have the environment be something that you can just walk through using WASD. The original game was not like that, but it is a wonderful feature to have had added to the game in the in this updated version. Before spending any more time with my experiments, I have decided that I must finish construction. I have brought both Cirrus and Akinar this time. The shaft is almost finished, as is the observation post. Both boys prefer it inside where it is warm, protected from the cold. Akinar sits in the observation post for hours, and Cirrus is consumed with the crystals and glimpses of ages that we are not able to see. Neither of them shows any real desire to leave. I cannot remember the last time my sons spent so much time with me in an age. I generally prefer it inside too. After much more experimenting with the shapes of the crystals, we were able to get a nearly perfect view of an age inside of the book. I don't know if these shapes are going to be important, so I'm going to draw them. Hannah, after seeing the result of your last project, I'm very curious about what your new project is. The blanket that you made before was really pretty. Jurassic Park is a fun ride. The first one, standalone, is its own kind of monster movie. The series itself as a whole kind of really... I don't know. It's probably my favorite. Some of them are better than others, but all of them have redeeming qualities. And the only game I have ever 100%ed all of the achievements on was Lego Jurassic Lego Jurassic World, because I loved that game so very much that I played it and 100%ed it on my Mac and on my PlayStation. So twice I have played it to 100% of achievements. Oh, yeah, the photographer guy. Sewing bras. Interesting. Mr. Hammond, I've decided not to endorse your park. Yes, exactly. Okay, I'm going to try and draw these shapes. I don't know if they're important or not. I will try to be quick about it. They're probably completely unimportant. That one's just an obelisk. Because I think the color puzzle is the important puzzle here. Remind me to thank you, John, for a lovely weekend. They spent so much time worrying about if they could that they never considered whether or not they should. That's not an accurate quote, but I can't think of what the actual accurate quote is. Also, I don't really want to give spoilers because they're so good, but if you watch the entire series, there is the one scientist who just keeps pulling it along, and so toward the I think in the two latest movies it's very obvious who the actual like main villain scientist is. Oh, Dennis Nedry. And now my brain will not give me any information. Who is the actor? Um, oh shoot. See, now I'm gonna have to actually look because he's such a good actor. He was in SVU. Uh, I have to look. He's a good actor, and he's the villain. Sorry, BD Wong. BD Wong ends up as like the main scientist villain of the entire series, and it is amazing and wonderful. God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs. Dinosaurs eat man. Woman inherits the earth. Sorry, I love it. I've also I read Jurassic Park, I read The Lost World, I read the books. I love the whole franchise. I really enjoyed Michael Crichton's writing. And then I feel like the movies are really good adaptations of the novels themselves. So just overall, yes. Yeah, BD Wong deserved better in SVU, but I like BD Wong a lot. Okay, I'm gonna jump back into Myst. Keep chatting amongst yourselves, though. Um, Cirrus wanted to link immediately, not understanding the link was only visual. Without the ink, the crystals do not bind onto a particular age. Because of this, the crystals have an interesting side effect. It is possible to change the crystals and watch the age change. While in reality we are seeing a vast number of distinct, though similar ages, displaying the current age defined by the crystals, it appears as though we are changing the original age. Next are the lights. My sons seem much more interested in the lights of the night sky right now. Their only interest in the crystals seems to be whether or not we can view channel wood or stone ship, two ages I have not seen in a long while. It is possible to view the ages, although the time it would take to find the correct combination would be prohibitive. I do not consider my task with the crystals complete, but I would rather keep Cirrus and Achenar excited and here, so we will move on to the lights. I think it is better to keep Riven from them, and so it is just as well that we move on to something else. I will view that place later. The lights are curious. Although I originally thought the effect to be an organic one, I now believe it to be electromagnetic in origin. I think the effect could be triggered somehow. It's something that we'll have to try, and if Cirrus and Achenar have their way, it will be soon. I have never seen either of them so interested in my experiments, and I do not want to dampen their enthusiasm. It seems they have forgotten about the crystals now. I'm not sure either of my sons was expecting the amount of work it would take. It has turned out to be a challenge working above the cold waters where the wind cuts through clothing and skin like a sharp knife. Still, even amidst the dark cold, they are driven to complete the task. It is a side of them that I have not seen before. Another hard day, but we have erected the first of 3 towers. I am too tired to write tonight. It has been a week. The 2nd and 3rd towers are up. We only need to connect the power. I'm exhausted, as are Cirrus and Achenar. However, they have no intention of quitting, and that drives me. The towers are finished, as is the power to each of them. Power will be conducted directly through the saline sea, alleviating the need for stringing wires and enabling us to locate the towers a comfortable distance away. Most of the remaining work can be accomplished inside, for which I am grateful. I'm tired of the cold. I look forward to the warm beaches of Mist Island. Perhaps we all deserve a break. Samuel Jackson dies off screen. Yeah. Mr. Arnold. Superpower. Yes. Oh, Snorpin Bass. I don't know which supervillain that is, but I am not well versed in the comics, so. We only spent a day with Catherine before returning. We were here only a minute before we again began to experiment with the towers and the electromagnetic discharges. We were able to create an arc for the first time between 2 towers. Its reflection in the cold waters was magnificent. We are close now. Tomorrow, after adjusting the voltage, we will know just how close. The beauty is awe-inspiring. At our command, multicolored waves of light dance across the sky. Brilliant flashes of white lightning that make the display even more amazing precede them. The boys are convinced they will be able to bring their mother here, and though she usually refuses to use the books, I am becoming convinced that she will come, or at least I hope. As for me, I must return to Mist or some other warm place. There is more to be accomplished here, but I long for the sun and will spend some time under its glow before returning. Catherine had to come after I told her of my intentions to use the crystals to view Riven. She is not consumed with the setup of the geodes and the crystals and encourages me daily as I try to uncover the combination that will allow me a view of that age. Cirrus and Achenar did not come this time. I must return to Everdune. I believe that a few of the crystals I left in Everdunes may help me here. Catherine has returned home for now, but she will meet me on Mist Island in 3 days. I think I will be ready by then. Okay, but that doesn't tell me very much. A supervillain who turned himself into a dinosaur. He calls himself Sauron, and his entire motivation is he wants to... Okay, I actually have heard of that supervillain. Now that you describe him, that I've definitely at least seen references to him. Okay. Yes, that is where I've seen him, Snorpin Bass. Just turn everyone into dinosaurs. What could go wrong? Also, I am very much a fan of birds. And birds are just modern dinosaurs. So I support turning everyone into dinosaurs. Let's do it. Okay, I thought that book was going to tell me what to do with these colors, but it didn't. What am I trying to solve here? I already have... Every other time I had to solve the puzzles to get back. Here... There's no... There doesn't seem to be a goal. I just got an achievement for turning this on. Is there any, like, actual goal in this age? I don't recall if there's actually anything to be done here or if this is just like a bonus. I can make a red aurora. I can't change the color while it's active. I can make a yellow aurora. I bet you I can make a green one. Dr. Bong? I have questions about Dr. Bong. Does he have ears? Because it seems like being inside a giant bell and then hitting it would hurt him more than anybody he was trying to attack. The only comic that I was ever really interested in as a kid was the Green Lantern. But comics were a frivolity. They were not something that I didn't really ever have spending money, so it wasn't something that I could save up money and go and buy comics or anything like that. And when I did finally have money of my own from working a job, I was more interested in buying a Nintendo 64, which was the latest gaming console. So I never really got into comics. I can make a black aurora, apparently. Can't really see it, but it's active. Oh, Archies. The only Archie, the only Archie I got was the ones that were, I didn't read the actual comics, but I read the strips because they were wrapped around bubblegum. I have no idea if there's anything I'm actually meant to accomplish here. Or if this was just something fun and interesting. It gives a little bit of lore. Well, I mean, I moved the Monday stream to 5 p.m. Eastern for, almost 2 months because Amy was doing her discussion of comic books in response to WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I'm very happy that I did because her entire series was very, very interesting, and I really enjoyed the discussion of the comics and getting the background that kind of tied into those two shows. There is something I can do here. I'm open to suggestions, because I, at this point, have no goals. I'm here. I went up, I looked at the Aurora machine. I found the little book in the back alcove. I don't see any other goal for this place. So if anybody has thoughts on something that I should try, I am open to them. Oh, take the elevator down. I didn't even think to do that. I do need to play Seventh Guest at some point. No, it doesn't want to go down. Can I close the door? I'm sure there will be times that I need some help with Exodus, Mike. There's an elevator farther down. Push the red button and then go down. That is also something that I didn't try. But makes sense to try. I'm just silly and I'm also not fully focused on the game, so. Ooh, pretty. Oh, and here's the color combination. And an entire tray of crystals. Blue light there. Up here. Am I supposed to take crystals? Can I even do? Okay. Yeah, it is a very anticlimactic. I remember it being anticlimactic. It is real. The work of your hands, the touch of my dreams. I've left my dream for you. I'm only yours, Catherine. So we have 5 crystal shapes. I only drew 4. What is the last one that I don't have? It is the yellow one. Okay. So this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is red. Green. Blue. Yellow. Purple. Happy anniversary. Here's a puzzle. I mean, they had to keep things safe from their sons and his father, I guess. So... I don't seem to be able to actually click on the crystals, though. Maybe I don't need to? Okay. Let's look at this. Hello, machine. Hey, you did it! Here's how many moves it took. Tell Lord British and he'll send you a thing. I wonder if he would still do that. Is Richard Garriott still alive, isn't he? I don't actually know. This should be the monolith. This should be 3 spikes. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I knew Origin had been absorbed by EA. Alright, that is the order of the crystals that was in it. But they're all yellow. If I keep clicking, will they eventually not be yellow? No. How do I change the color? I mean, that's a lot of back and forth, but it's possible. Why can I lay down in the bed? How did I lay down in the bed? It's simpler than that. He's also written about in Ready Player One. He is one of the 2 people who was the inspiration for the main designer in Ready Player One. Do I just have to turn the page of the book? I believe you that it is simpler than that, but that doesn't mean I can solve it. It's going to be really frustrating to me when I eventually know the answer, isn't it? It's going to be like, well, that makes so much sense. Probably. So I know he was a space tourist. His dad was in NASA, and he didn't get to go. He wanted to be an astronaut himself, but he didn't get to because his eyesight wasn't up to the standards required. So I knew that he had been a space tourist. Because once he was finally able to get into space, he took the opportunity. Okay, this is gonna be frustrating. The only times you can view an age inside of a book is when there's a crystal, which is, I assume, what this is actually gonna unlock, is the ability to view an age, which will just be like the teaser for Riven or something, which is the sequel. I don't see how to change the color. I feel like the lantern should do something because I'm able to lay down and look at it, but I also can't figure out how to do anything with that. There isn't something to see, just something to do. Honestly, Kira, that does... I wish that helped. There isn't something to see, just something to do. I have no idea. Oh, I got to sit down. Can I change the... No clicking and dragging. I'm in the same place as you, Organ Mike. Like, oh, look, the light is blue. And there have been interactable objects in the past, but this one doesn't appear to be one. Opening the drawer while sitting doesn't seem to do anything. There have been a couple times in this game where I was just like, click on everything, see what happens, and still did not click on the right spot to make the thing happen that was supposed to happen. Yeah. Drag. Nothing in the bag. Tap. Could you fashion some kind of rudimentary lathe? I mean, I'm sure I could. Kira, is it in this room? It is in this room. Is it bigger than a breadbasket? Or you could just give me a hint? Which section? There are 3 sections to the room. Where should I focus my attention? On the shapes. So have I done something wrong with the shapes? Yeah, I made the shapes. I could do something else to change the colors. Hi, Wraith Faye, welcome in. Thank you for the 100 bits. As I struggle with this puzzle that should be really, really obvious. I have no idea what else I can do. They only seem to respond when I click on them. Alright, I'm not gonna spend forever doing it. R, enter, tab, flashlight. Right clicking does nothing. I can't, like, listen to the shapes. That doesn't do anything because then I'm not actually interacting with the game in any way. I mean, Kira, at this point, just tell me what I'm supposed to do, because I have absolutely no idea what else I can do to these shapes. What? How would I ever come up with that? That is a control that has never once been used in the entire game. Like, seriously, that has never been a control mechanism in the entire game. I just... What? Do I not have that? Is that not the right purple? Ah. It's kind of similar, I guess, Hannah? Red, green, blue, yellow, purple. Pointy one. Monolith. 3 points. Short pointy one. Something's not right. Ah. Maybe that's not quite right. I have the shapes right now. Red, green, blue, yellow, purple. It just gives me a star field. Is that what it's supposed to do? Or is this supposed to be light blue? I don't understand. Organ Mike, did you miss how we figured out how to change the colors? Because we figured out how to change the colors because Kira just finally told me how to do it. We don't have the right shapes. And it is a literal game mechanic that we had never used in the entire game. Like, a control mechanic that had never been used at all, and I would never have guessed. Can you see it now, Kira? Let me look at the shapes again. The off-center V, the monolith that's cut off at the top, the 3 pointy one, the one there, and this one that is only slightly bisected at the top. Which is what we have. Let's try the other pinky purple? Ah, there we go. We get a picture of an island. Is that literal? That's the whole end game, right? That's it? I got an achievement called Crystallizer. Okay. I'm guessing that this view, the world that Catherine is stuck in, is literally just Riven, and that'll be the sequel game. So let's go back to Myst, and then we'll call this game done, because it was nice to revisit, but I'm done with it. Now, I've not played any of the other games in the sequels. I've not played any of the sequels to this. I bought the entire set as a pack on Steam, so at some point we will be playing Riven, and we will be playing all of the sequels, because I have them all now. And those I truly know nothing about, which will be less frustrating than having played it and not remembering any of it. I don't think we had more patience in the 90s, Wraith. Oh, Hannah, thank you for the 100 bits. Yes, it is an extremely anticlimactic ending. It's literally just another world with not even an obvious puzzle. I think for the longest time I didn't even know there was a puzzle in that world. But yeah, that is Myst. Although this is realMyst Masterpiece Edition, which gives you the 3D environments that you can walk around in with WASD, instead of just clicking screen to screen and having the still art to navigate through. Also gives you weather effects and the change of the day-night cycle, which was not part of the original game. And upgraded graphics. So definitely, if you are a fan of Myst and you're not completely frustrated by my playthrough of it, and you want to take a look at it, I do recommend the realMyst Masterpiece Edition. The graphical and user interface upgrades are definitely worth going for that edition. We had lower expectations, which just you saying that made me think of lowered expectation. Because how can I not think of an iconic Saturday Night Live sketch? Let me switch back to chatting. I'm gonna close Myst. And let's see here. Gonna change there. So we're gonna chat for a couple of minutes, and then I have another game that I grabbed because today is Alien Day. So Alien Day, if you're not familiar, LV-426 was the planet in Alien, or was it in Aliens? I think it was in Alien. Anyway, LV-426 is a planet in either Alien or Aliens, and that is why April 26th is called Alien Day. I am a huge fan of the Alien franchise. And Kira can tell you, the very first TTRPG that I ever GM'd was a D&D 5e session that I had them prepare just regular D&D characters for an adventure, and it was Kira and my husband and two of our regular D&D party, and I put together a one-shot where they were playing just regular D&D adventurers, and it turned out that they were on a planet or in a world where, and they had been hired essentially as mercenaries to go in and basically their world had previously had a spacecraft crash on it, and another one had just come down, and they were being sent to go investigate. They had been hired by a guild called Wayland Yutani, and they had an accompanying person with them who was the guild agent. They went to a town. They had to get from the town, it was a town in the mountains, get up into the mountains where the ship had crashed, infiltrate the ship, and essentially deal with whatever they encountered there. So they were regular D&D adventurers with some small technology, but they had access to magic, they had access to regular D&D weapons, and I put them up against xenomorphs, and they had a synth with them, who betrayed them partway through the mission. Kira's Dragonborn fighter had an encounter with a facehugger. Um, but so that game I put together, I had been thinking about it for a year, about how to adapt Aliens to Dungeons and Dragons setting. And then right around the time that I ran that game for them, Free League Publishing came out with Alien, the role-playing game. I had ordered it, but it didn't exist yet when I ran the game for them. But I I backed it as soon as I got it as soon as it was made available. I have the lovely, lovely book. It's so pretty. I love everything about it. It is absolutely the entire Alien franchise. I just adore. I will say Alien 3 is particularly disappointing. But if you have access to audible.com, they recorded the original screenplay for Alien 3, which is very different and is a direct sequel to Alien 2, or to Aliens. And it is spectacular. It is wonderful. It is absolutely the movie they should have made. And they have a dramatic reading of the Alien 3 screenplay available at Audible, and I definitely highly recommend replacing the third movie with that instead. It comes with the Game Mother screen, which is just gorgeous. And yes, it is the Game Mother, because Mother was the name of the computer system in Alien. It's just absolutely... This and Jurassic Park, I think, are my favorite franchises ever. This is one of the modules, Chariot of the Gods. And then there's a maps and markers pack that came with it. Sometime I'm going to have to get together some people who actually want to play Alien with me so that I can run this game. They're just spectacular. Yes, my synth threw the facehugger at Kira. Oh, I also have the dice. It comes with dice because it's Free League. There's also a custom card deck that I've never actually opened, so now I'm going to open it and we'll look at it. Yes, a distraction. But the facehugger, yeah, the facehugger wanted to be your friend. They had to use Revivify to get rid of the implanted embryos. Not Revivify. They had to use Greater Restoration was the only thing that would get rid of it. So Hannah, Alien is definitely horror, primarily body horror. The first one is a monster movie. Also, if anybody hasn't seen them but likes Alien, Alien vs. Predator, the whole series of Alien vs. Predator movies, well, most of the series of Alien vs. Predator movies, are also quite good. So they have some initiative cards. You draw cards to determine initiative instead of rolling dice. What else are these cards? There's some character cards. So the game actually comes with a set, like there's a story that you can just run out of the box, which for new DMs would definitely be useful. It's also useful for just learning the system. And then we've got like equipment cards. There's the APC. Pulse rifles, etc. And on the back of them they have like the stats for them. This is from Free League Publishing, which is actually a really good games publisher. I believe they do Forbidden Lands. Let me check. I've been playing D&D 5e with a group for a number of years, but the other game I'm actively involved in is Forbidden Lands. Yes, and Free League does Forbidden Lands as well. With the reason I remembered it was them was because that game also uses cards for initiative. I definitely recommend playing Forbidden Lands if you ever get the chance. It is an amazing game. But yeah, I love Alien, and I have had this sitting here for it's at least over a year now without ever actually getting to play it. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. So at some point in time, I'm going to convince my gaming group that are not especially fond of horror, or at least Kira is not especially fond of horror. I'm gonna get them to play Alien with me. Uno! So yes, I definitely want to play this sometime. And as much as I love being a player, I have some GM experience now and would be willing to run this just so that I can get to do it. But yes, the very, very first thing I ever GM'd was Alien. But using 5e rules and set on a fantasy 5e world, I actually started to build the aliens as monsters for D&D 5e myself. But then I did find a set of stats that somebody had put together, and they actually worked really well. And I just found some really, really good stats that somebody had put together for everything from the face huggers and the eggs on up through. And it had rules for once the face hugger gets you, how long before you hatch, how long before it rips out of your chest, how quickly they mature, the actual like active ones that run around versus the queen, etc. Oh no, in the middle of the night on the hottest night of the summer. Okay. Hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime gal. Just makes me want... I don't even remember how that might be a reference to Alien. I read it and my brain immediately went to Little Shop of Horrors, and now I want a Little Shop of Horrors role-playing game. Via Spaceballs. Thank you. Oh, yes! Oh my gosh, yes! That was probably my very first introduction to aliens, was Spaceballs. Wait, there's a comic book adaptation? Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have to get that now. I'm absolutely 100% going to have to get a comic book adaptation of Alien. I did not know that was a thing. So, that was part of my Alien Day thing, but we have an hour left before we're going to raid over to Q Times. Oh, the Starfighter comment? Last Starfighter just here for coffee. Honestly, I found it on eBay. Let me look. I can look up who the seller was. If you're interested in that. I don't spend much time on eBay, but once I knew it was a thing, I had to go look for it. Yeah, a Little Shop of Horrors RPG I think that would be absolutely amazing. I believe the seller was based in Canada. Yeah, it was priced in Canadian dollars. And I just... I don't want to sign in. Okay, fine. I am now looking for you just here for coffee. MG Comics, aka Comic Cage. They're based in they're based in Quebec. So, just here for coffee. That is the seller that I found that comic from on eBay. Manhattan J Frog. Yes. Yeah, just here for coffee. Absolutely. Okay, so we do have about an hour. In an hour, we're going to raid over to Q Times. It is Monday night, which is Clear Skies night, except the last Monday of the month, which is Blood of the Void night. This week, though, instead of their regular Blood of the Void game, Quincy Sursmith is actually taking the DM chair and running a one-shot Star Trek The Original Series game tonight. So that is what we will be doing at 9:30. We'll be heading over there. I am going to take a quick bio break, and then we're going to come back, and I have Alien Isolation, which I have never played, and I'm going to load that up, and we're going to spend a little bit of time in Alien. I've never seen any gameplay of it. I've never played it, but I have it. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. Organ Mike, I hope that you have an enjoyable time doing your parenting. Have a great night yourself, and I hope to see you back again. So I'm going to switch over to the Be Right Back scene real quick. I will be right back, and then we will jump into Alien Isolation. Okay, I'm back. So let me figure out how to get this game up and running for us. And we will get it going. Yeah. I mean, I had to change hats. I have many of them, and people have not been redeeming the hat trick, so I'm just changing hats willy-nilly. Oh, before we hop into Isolation, I should spin the wheel and find out what we play next Monday. Since Isolation is a special event game, Myst was our Monday game. Let me see what we're going to play next. I have to pull up the wheel. Hang on one second. Widgets. Spin wheel. And let me actually make the wheel visible for you. Scoot over to the side so that I'm... yeah, Portico is his lordship. Alright, where's my spin the wheel button? Spin the wheel, okay. Currently on the wheel, we have... Oh, we're missing one. Let me add. Riven should be on there. And should roughly be a brownish color. That looks like it'll work. Riven should be... Ooh, that. So Carto has extra weight because it was a points redemption by Adventures of Tony. So it has slightly more weight than any of the other games on the wheel. Take 1 second. Okay. Well, the brown turned out very similar to the orange, but that's okay. So on the wheel we have Carto, which was a points redemption by Adventures of Tony. So if you spend some of your masks that you earn just by watching, one of the redemptions on there is to add a game to the wheel. 5,000 masks, and you can add a game to the wheel, and I will add it on there with more weight to it. So Carto is on there because of Adventures of Tony. Riven, Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, Space Quest, Star Trek Online, Battletech, Stardew Valley, and Dragon Age Origins. Whatever it lands on, if it is a defined game that has a beginning and an end, we will play it through entirely. If it is a game like Star Trek Online or Stardew Valley that just really never ends, we will play it for a month and spin the wheel again. So here goes. 3, 2, 1. Well, it looks like we're going to play Battletech. I have not played the game yet. I have seen some gameplay. I have not really paid that much attention to the story. When I was a kid, I remember playing Mech Warrior. So I know a little bit about the Battletech universe because Mech Warrior was part of, was in that universe. I don't know much about this game. I have it. I've opened it. I know it runs. I've never played it. So next Monday at 7 p.m. we will start playing Battletech. It does have a story. So we will either play for a while and then say, okay, it's time to shake things up. Because I do think it is a lengthy story, or we'll play it all the way through. We'll see how it goes. But for now, since it has a defined story, we will plan to play through the story of the game until it is done before spinning the wheel again. But, you know, it's Mystery Mischief Monday, and I can always throw mischief in and change things up if I decide to. So, yeah, that will be I should write it down because otherwise I will absolutely forget that we spun the wheel and what it said we were going to play. All right. I have written it down. Let me open up Alien Isolation and quit delaying the horror that this game is going to give. I'm going to pause Pretzel. Going to open Alien Isolation. I have to... Hopefully it finds the game. There we go. Can you all see and hear that okay? I have a controller. The controller buttons on screen are Xbox buttons. I have a PlayStation controller. I ordered an Xbox controller. It's on the way. So we'll see how well I do with all of the incorrect buttons. Wait, what are we talking about? Star Wars? Oh, I didn't play Star Wars back in the day. I have been playing Star Wars Squadrons, although I don't think I've played since December. We're all gonna die! Okay. Let's dive in. If I scream, then you know it's good. Also, I don't really scream very much at horror movies, so we'll see. But occasionally jump scares will get me. Wait, what's going on? Ah, there we go. It wasn't the active window, which is why pressing the controller didn't work. Right, play game. Alien Isolation. I have all of the expansions for this. This is the first time I've opened it. Oh no! Difficulty level. Still a challenge, but one you may survive. For an increased chance of survival. Thrilling experience. The greatest chance of survival. The recommended way is hard. Challenging and terrifying. Or nightmare. The ultimate test of survival. I think I will go for the default of medium, and we'll see how it goes. Just until the Siegson logo is barely visible. Yeah, no, that's not going to be a thing that happens. I want it to be visible. Alright, I think that is good. Like, what's barely visible is hard to tell, and I want it to be visible to me, but also visible to you, which tends to need a brighter setting. Like, that's barely visible on my screen, but I think it's too dark for you. I think this is good. Short-range shuttles are used by the... Oh, the alien has heightened senses. It will spot you... Well, I hope those weren't hints I absolutely needed. Sega presents... in association with 20th Century Fox.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett,
Hang on.
Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead.
I don't know how to turn on
Cargo and ship destroyed.
subtitles.
I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
That's the narration at the end of Alien. I don't have a plush alien yet. I definitely need an alien plushie. That is a thing that needs to be in my life.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company.
I don't want to skip it, but I want captions.
It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda.
Wait, Amanda? Ripley?
A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Ooh, a facehugger plushie! Yes!
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible.
Okay, this is not working for me. I need to go back and turn on the captions, and then we will return. Escape. Options. Audio. Subtitles. They just should always be on by default. I don't know why they don't do that. Go to main menu. I'm going to play all of that again, but with subtitles. Also, I may have to move isolation, start game, medium. Yes. Maybe her dad was short. I don't know. Hopefully my video doesn't cover up the captions. I will attempt to move things if it does.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting.
Seems like we might be good.
The other members of the crew.
Oh.
Kane,
Ah.
Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shrink
I should
me.
reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol Station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port
I know what it
facility.
is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing.
Just here for coffee. You should be able to post a link now.
Aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
He's so cute! Just here for coffee. It is so cute! Also, the alien xenomorph is a Disney princess. Because Disney owns everything. But they definitely own the Alien franchise now. So it is definitely a Disney princess now. Alright. I can walk with the left stick. Look with the right stick. Ooh. Find in Torrens. Samuel. It's gonna be like a first-person shooter style game. Please sign in. Sign in. Hey! Objective updated. Explore the Torrens. So we're supposed to be Ripley's daughter in this. Objective updated. Get dressed! That would be a good thing. Hey there, shoes. Can I have those? Apparently I can kick the shoes, but I don't seem to be able to put them on. Oh no, they have plushy graboids from Tremors. Also, the Tremors became like a whole series, and then after America was done with it, like, I think it's New Zealand or Australia, one of the two, went on to continue making movies, or it might have been South Africa, where they continued making more Tremors movies. The lore in that series, wow. Yeah, graboids. Yeah, there are like 7 Tremors movies now. So I enjoy, clearly I enjoy monster movies of a sort. Jurassic Park, Tremors, Alien. I really love like disaster movies. I think there's only been one that was just so bad that I was like, why did this ever get made? Usually, even the cheesy and horrible ones, I really just enjoy them a lot. And even the one that I was like, wow, this is so bad. Why did they make this? I watched the whole thing because I just had to watch how bad it was. I have yet to find clothing that I can put on. Sign in. LM Link. Data systems. Just missed you. Verlaine, you on the lookout for a navigational officer? I have a friend that's just lost his ship and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him. He's got good papers. Same old story. The megacorps undercut him, picked up all his clients. Contracts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies, and I'm thinking of getting out myself while I still have something to sell. Sounds like you're doing okay, though. Dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out. Sevastopol Station. What a shithole. Still, I hear Weyland-Yutani pay well. Good luck to you. If you can't beat 'em, right? Let's catch up when you get back. Blaine. I mean, the first has Reba McEntire in it, so... But I do really, really, really enjoy disaster movies. Use registration points to manually save your progress. They will warn you if enemies are nearby. Registration point. Oh. Huh. I can use the payphone to save my game. But disaster movies, so there's, I mean, just everything. There was an old made-for-TV miniseries called The Big One about The Big One that I loved as a kid. There was a movie called Miracle Landing that I think you can watch the entire thing on YouTube now about the Hawaii or the Aloha Air plane disaster where like the entire top of the plane fuselage ripped off. I love disaster movies. Yeah, I don't really know about Friday the 13th movies. I never quite got as into those as some of the others. Verlaine, crew ID 1, signed in. Connor, crew ID 2, signed in. Samuels, signed in. Taylor, signed in. Ripley, signed in. Ooh, I found my locker! I think I can get dressed. Okay. I have clothes on. Yay! I'm still exploring. Watasumi. Weyland-Yutani. Siegson. Ontek. Mueller and Milland. Okay. I think I might end up really loving this game. I've never seen any gameplay of this game. So far, I'm just walking around looking at things. So far, I'm really enjoying it. Oh. I'm showering in my clothes. Is this the Naked? Or the Naked Truth? Or the Naked Now? Towering Inferno is a really good movie. I think I may have seen Stay Alive. I'm not 100% certain though, but if you die in the game, you die in real life. Sounds familiar, although I might just be remembering that premise from what is the anime? Oh shoot, what is the anime? There's an anime with that premise where you're in a VR game and if you die in the game, you die in real life. Thank you, Sword Art Online. Yeah, slasher movies weren't my thing. Monster movies, yes. Slasher movies, no. Also, I had never seen Species, but then I became a big fan of Marge Hellenbarger from watching CSI and really got into Species as a movie. Because I went and watched it because of her. Because she is the alien in Species. Suspense, drama, and noises off.
Did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities.
Oh, he's a synth.
Well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to
The Nostromo.
Yeah, it's basically the same as the Nostromo.
A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
All right, we're supposed to speak to Samuels. When I read Noises Off in your list there, Just Here for Coffee, it made me think of the movie, or of the play, Noises Off, which is definitely not a horror. Well, depends on your perspective, I guess. It's a comedy. But if you're really empathic and have done theater, I guess it could be a horror movie. If you've never seen Noises Off, the filmed version is quite good. I'd say not as good as the stage play, but absolutely hilarious. I watch Noises Off, and it makes me crack up every single time. Also, it has an amazing cast. Christopher Reeve. Oh shoot, what's the actor's name? The guy from Three's Company, who's also dead. Carol Burnett is in it. Anyway, is it Carol Burnett? Yeah, John Ritter. And Marilu Henner is in it. And, oh shoot. Why is my brain giving me, like, no names? The actress who played the female lead in the Airplane movies. Who plays the stage manager. Go in there in a second. Julie Haggerty, thank you. I apparently have no brain today. Oh, I love Noises Off. You go off with the newspaper.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either.
Can I take the newspaper and leave the sardines?
Like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
Apparently, we just spoke to Taylor.
All personnel to the bridge, approaching Sevastopol Station.
Looks like we're up.
I mean, that, Hannah, we rented a movie not too long ago that we had that experience with, so it may be the same one. I don't remember what it was called. But yeah, we rented a movie recently where it had like 6 lines in it total, and the premise of the movie was good, but it was just not a good movie. I was very sad about that. Also, I don't want to put down any movies because it takes a lot to make movies, and so if I don't like a movie, I'd rather not say bad things about it. But if I like a movie, I'll talk about it. Okay. To N. Taylor, regarding Nostromo incident, Weyland-Yutani filed DS 9398476. Hey Taylor, I got your case request. It may take me a while to dig out the files, and the incident happened before my time at the company, so I'm a bit fuzzy on the details. In 2122, the Weyland-Yutani cargo vessel, the US CSS Nostromo, went missing. No trace was found of its cargo or crew. Apart from a new science officer, the rest of the crew had worked together before, 7 in all. Dallas, captain. Ash, science officer. Hayne, or is it Hayne? Executive officer. Ripley, warrant officer. Lambert, navigation officer. Parker, chief engineer. Brett, engineer technician. Weyland-Yutani lost a lot of good money from it. It's been a bit of a black mark in the history. Get the impression they don't like to mention it. Anyway, I'll try and find the files later, clarify some of the points. If you want, I can help you go through them. Maybe some of your luck will rub off on me. I hear upstairs have an eye on you for something big. That's all. Torrens Manifest. Also, I don't remember which one, but one of those crew people in the movie is canonically shown to be trans. Don't remember if it's Lambert or Parker. But in the movie, there's a shot of a bio of the character. It's Lambert, and canonically trans. Oh, Dead Clowns. I did not see Dead Clowns, so we didn't see the same movie at least. Oh shoot! From in here, I can't get my mouse back to actually look at chat. 1 second. I will go into that again in a second. You free my mouse? It's not freeing my mouse. 1 second. Haha! Trying to look at chat, and it wouldn't give me my mouse back, so I couldn't look at chat. Boys from Hell County. Vampire movie from Ireland. Oh, we saw one, Boys from County Hell. Okay. I don't remember what it was. We saw a horror movie that the most horrifying aspect of the movie itself was how they made the movie. It was really bizarre. And it was like a body horror alien type thing. They made the movie by going and picking up hitchhikers. I believe it was an Irish-made movie. But they made the movie by, the movie was about these hitchhikers who got picked up and then converted or absorbed into this, alien consciousness, weird stuff. They went out and actually picked up, solicited people to get into the van with them and took them off to not where they requested to go, filmed them going through all this weird shit, and then after putting them through the experience, asked them if it was okay for them to be in a movie. Under the Skin, yeah, something like that. And it was Scarlett Johansson, yes. And the scariest thing about that movie was how they made the movie. That is not okay. And I didn't know that until after we had watched it. It was a weird movie. And honestly, if I had known that was how they made it, I never would have watched the film because I don't want to support that shit. I don't want to talk down. Oh, and Kira, thank you so much for updating my stream information, because I definitely forgot to change over to say that I was playing Alien Isolation. So thank you for catching that for me. Okay, I'm going to look at the game again. Torrens Manifest. MSV 7760 Torrens. M-Class Starship. Captain Diane Verlaine. Navigator Communication Officer William Connor. Owner Diane Verlaine. Contractor Weyland-Yutani. Outbound and return transportation for Weyland-Yutani retrieval team to Sevastopol Station. Team consists of 3 Weyland-Yutani employees, C. Samuels, A. Ripley, and N. Taylor. Passengers, Christopher Samuels, Amanda Ripley, Nina Taylor. Number of decks, 2. Number of crew, 2. Interstellar Communications Antenna. Long-haul hypersleep chamber. Commercial passenger / cargo ship retrofitted from a tow rig. Retains operational heavy-duty tow umbilical. Okay. I want... Like, there are plastic knives. There's a book. There's some cereal and, like, coffee. I want everything to be interactable. I want to open the biscuits container. Okay. Supposed to be going to the bridge. That was the objective, right? I actually don't even know how to open up my objectives. Aha! Oh, and there's a map of the torrents. That would have been good to know. Bunk room. Hypersleep chambers. That was a save point. Another terminal. So we're going to the bridge for the briefing. Explore the ship before you arrive at Sevastopol Station is my current objective. I can switch floors? I don't know how. That is true. Seeing future megastars in tiny bit parts is a lot of fun. Okay.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-class captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol Station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
Select your briefing doc. Would be happy to. Where would I do such? Ooh. Achievement unlocked. Awake.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
Looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Wayland.
Yutani Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
This Waits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol Station. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshal? Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again? The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted sound mule suit with a radio booster. I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Somehow, I'm guessing the station is infested with
My
xenomorphs.
contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you. Depressurizing. Fuck. Hating this. Just shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor.
Uh-oh.
Just keep moving.
I'm somewhat thankful they are not making me navigate the spacewalk myself. Ouch. Also, you had a lot more momentum than that. You should have bounced back a lot harder.
Respond! Anybody!
So we just lost 2 of the 3 to space. That's its own horror. Interesting how the atmosphere also brings the gravity. Yeah, I would say we are isolated now. Also, the hint at the bottom was crafting items for survival is essential. So apparently there's a crafting system. No objective? Nope. No objective. Oh, find help! I have an objective now. I'm not sure I should have done that. Are you gonna end up with a debt to Tom Nook? I already have debt to Tom Nook. I could probably pay it off at this point, but someday I might have a capture card and I could actually show my Animal Crossing island. But right now I don't have any way to get that on screen. So. Okay, it's dark in here. Oh, lights! And wait, I thought the station was occupied. Why were the lights off? Use registration points to manual. Where's the save point? Oh, telephone! Hello, telephone! Save game. Snorpin' Bass. I love that image. But also, I really don't want to see what a Tom Nook xenomorph would be. That seems like too much horror. Welcome to Sevastopol. I don't think you're actually supposed to be able to read what that says, but... No, I can't open the box. Doors and corners. Doors and corners. Doors and corners? I think the game has really good atmosphere. Xenomorph eggs as decoration. Oh, I think I might have seen that.
Warning. Sevastopol stability compromised. Proceed to the nearest Marshall checkpoint and stand by while orbital stabilizers realign.
Primary airlock. Isn't this where we just came from? It is. Okay. So that just goes in a big loop if I go that way. I also don't know how... Oh, that's how you run. Fire. There's fire on this space station that is generally a horrible thing. Thankfully, there is artificial gravity. Oh. Ah! Shit! Okay, I was not expecting that. They got me with the jump scare. And it wasn't even an alien. It was... It was literally just burning gas. Oh my. I don't want to be in the Jeffries tubes. These are much dirtier and less well lit than Jeffries tube. Okay, I can't go that way. I have to go this way. Oh. That seems like a really bad idea. Can I not turn that off somehow? Okay, I guess not. Employees only. Employee lounge. Base flight control. The lounge is barricaded from this side? Space for... Can't go in there. Right, so far it has been a, The tubes are totes safe. Yeah. So far it has been very linear. I assume that's because it is the very beginning of the game. Folder corrupted. Decommissioning. Engineering team regarding... Two engineering team regarding decommission. So, boys and girls, you've probably heard the whispers about Sevastopol by now, and I can confirm it's official. Sevastopol is being decommissioned. I'll go over with each of you what this means in regards to your contracts and next placement. But for now, we still have a job to do. The suits want this done with a skeleton crew, which means we'll only be getting a few outside contractors to help. But it does mean overtime. I recommend taking what you can while it's available. I should point out that the decommission does not mean lucky dip. Everything here has to be accounted for, and I will personally escort anyone found helping themselves to equipment to Marshal Waits. Chief. Alright, so we're shutting down the station, but yeah, not allowed to loot things. Ah, shit. Hannah, that does sound productive. Oh, heckin' scares. Lots. Where there's no up. Where did I fall through to end up here? I'm very confused. Apparently, I fell down that and can't go back that way? Yeah. 2 projects, Hannah. That is a very productive evening. I baked a pie today while working and plan to eat said pie, or have a slice of said pie, as soon as I'm done streaming. Which will be very soon. I mean, it seems like I'm supposed to go in there, but I don't like the... Oh, RS. Press right stick. Got it. This seems like a bad idea. Someone new. You always know. Working? Working. You always know Working Joe. Oh, I can't, Run while crouching. Shit. This does not seem like a good situation to be in. Ooh! Let me take all the items, please. Did I successfully take the items? No. There. Alright. 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 Where do I go? Alright. Oh, don't know what I'm supposed to. Crouching is not a thing. I think I need to actually maybe... They gave me that stuff and I'm supposed to use that stuff now? I should have actually read the instructions, shouldn't I? I don't know what that is. I'm pushing buttons right now to see. Crouch, that run. Oh, that's weird. Ooh. Hey, collect scrap. Doesn't really help me at the moment, which is fine because we're not going to get very much further tonight. Look. Yes, so they are live. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna set up to raid. When I eventually do come back to this game, because oh my gosh, we are coming back to this game. I am enjoying it so much. We will just start from the beginning because I don't know when it's gonna happen, but oh my gosh, we are gonna play that game again. It's so fun. Anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out with me while I finished Myst and chatting with me for a bit about movies and about Alien and hanging out with me while I had my very first encounter with Alien Isolation, which is, oh my gosh, so much fun already, and I'm not even through like the tutorial where it tells me how to do things. So yeah, we're returning to that game for sure, 100%, absolutely gonna play that again. But next Monday we will start playing BattleTech at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, because that is what the wheel said we were supposed to play. I'm live next on Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. For Archival Adventures, we'll be looking at the Hokie Pride records from Virginia Tech Special Collections and University Archives. And then I'm streaming at 5 p.m. on Thursday for Roll Call to talk about the TTRPG Cypher System one-shot that I ran a couple weeks ago based on Asimov and Silverberg's novel Nightfall. So that's like behind-the-scenes discussion. That's on the VTUL Studios channel. If you haven't seen the playthrough of that TTRPG, there is a VOD over there on that channel. And then Saturday we will be playing Ultima 3 Exodus at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here. So yeah, that's what's coming up. I'm working on trying to get a new emote. I haven't decided yet whether my next tech upgrade for this stream is going to be a monitor so that I can actually not have to look completely to the side to see chat when I'm playing, or a new microphone. One of the two is going to be the next tech upgrade. But anyway, that's all happening. thanks everyone for stopping by. It is absolutely a joy having all of you here. Set up this raid, Q times. So yeah, thank you everyone. Enjoy Q times and their one shot. Check their Twitter. They had a great announcement today. Upcoming, no date yet for when it's going to happen, but they are going to be playing an Alien RPG campaign in association with Free League Publishing. So, not Q Times, the Streampunks will on the Q Times channel. Tonight's Streampunks show on Q Times, starting very soon, is Quincy Surasmith is taking over for the night and GMing a original series Star Trek Adventures RPG session. So it should be a good time. Have fun over there, enjoy the show, and I will see you all next time. Thank you all. Bye.